please welcome Lori Truman.
Hey! All right, I know we're getting ready to go to lunch. Let's do what I love to do in my role, and let's do some recognition. You guys want to do some recognition? Recognize those achievers that are really taking it to the next level and growing their business. So if I could have our sharers stand. Where are our sharers? If you are our sharers, stand up. Very nice. All right, where are my believers? If you are a believer, stand up. Absolutely. And what about my builders? Achievers. Where are my achievers? All right, so I'm going to give you a hint right here. You want to get people to Achiever. That is why we've created the Road to Achiever program, because when someone hits the level of Achiever, their retention increases, right? Think about that for a minute. When you're making a $400 check, even if it's not consistent, right? You stick around, you're here, you're building, you're starting to see the light. I mean, look at Jay and Jordan and Lindsay. All of these leaders were once achievers, just like all of you. Okay, so think about getting people to Achiever. All right, where are my directors at? Directors! Very nice. Okay, who knows what you can achieve at Director? Leadership Summit. So we have a Leadership Summit coming up in March. Our next one is in June. And at Leadership Summit, we bring you into Salt Lake City. You stay up in beautiful Park City, and you get to gown up and go behind the scenes. You have the opportunity to meet the management team, really get to know them intimately. Leadership Summit, I would say, is a shift for many, many people in their business. Wouldn't you say if you've attended? Yes, Chris is up here, Jordan, Jay, absolutely. So as you are looking at your business, Leadership Summit, you need 600 CVP consecutively. So over 13 weeks, 7,800 CVP, 7,800 CVP. Okay, so we want to see what Leadership Summit in Park City. All right, where are my bronze directors? Bronze directors, stand up. Do we have? All right, and my silver directors. Fantastic. Great to see. Where are my gold directors? Excellent. And my ruby directors? Look at that. Fantastic. Very nice to see. What about emerald directors? Very nice. So we also have another trip at Ruby and Emerald, and that is the Dominican Republic. We have Executive Ruby and Emerald Retreat. They have the opportunity to come in a couple days early. They have private excursions as well as dinners with the management team. So I encourage all of you, as you are building your business, build it solid so that you can attend these great trips. What executive means is that you've now taken your rank from 4 weeks and you've extended it and you've made that amount of money, right, over 13 weeks. So if you are Ruby director, you are making 2,000 CVP over 13 weeks in order to come to the Executive Ruby retreat. So as you're stepping through, I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to take advantage of these trips. We want to definitely reward and celebrate with you. All right, where are my diamond directors? Yes, celebrate them. Very nice. And what about my Star Diamond directors? Star Diamond directors. Very nice. So again, we have another great trip, and we are going to Madrid, Spain for the Executive Diamond Summit. Doesn't that sound fantastic? Absolutely. So next February, we will be headed off. This February, we're headed off to Tahiti, and next February, we're headed off to Madrid, Spain. So as you're growing your business, again, build it solid so that you can go and enjoy all of these great trips with us on USANA's dime as you build your business. It's a fantastic reward for you and your team as you guys are growing and continuing to build. All right, do I have some $1 Million Club members in here? If you are a $1 Million Club member, please stand up. Back here, very nice. What a great representation. And another great title, Foundation Executive Diamonds. Foundation Executive Diamonds. We have Tony and Tammy Dom that are Foundation Executive Diamonds. Foundation Executive Diamond means that they have been at Diamond rank for 10 years. They've been at Diamond rank for 10 years. They've attended events. They are very engaged. They've also been either Vision Award recipients, IDC, Fortune 25, Growth 25 members to have this prestigious Foundation Executive Diamond title. So as you're working towards your business, build it solid so that you can be at these great ranks. You know, that is something that I love as part of my job, and I say job, but I really feel like I don't have a job, is recognizing each of you and your accomplishments. I actually coached competitive cheerleading since I was 12 years old. I started coaching Little League teams and then moved on to high school from there. And when I coached competitive high school, then I went on to coach college, and then eventually I owned my own all-star cheerleading gym. And for those of you that don't know, the all-star world is really big. It's huge down here in Florida. I've been down here many times and had many teams that have taken national championships down here. But what I loved about it was coaching. The coaching and learning new skills, right? From taking someone from where they're just getting into it to where they're throwing amazing tumbling passes. So for you, it's the same thing. When you bring someone into this business, it's taking them from A to Z, right? It's not taking someone and giving them from A to F and saying, good luck, right? There's so many people that come into this business. Do you know that 85% of the people that come into USANA have never owned a network marketing business before? And they've never owned their own traditional business, 85%. So when you're bringing somebody in, you're bringing somebody in that has never been a business owner and has never been involved in this industry before. So you need to make sure that you take them by the hand and take them from A to Z, right? And so that's one of the things as you become a mentor and a coach, and each one of you has that ability in you to do that. So I always look and say, where do you want to go with this business? How often do we say, or how often do we hear, I want to be gold. I want to be diamond, right? I want to be a $1 Million Club member. That's great. What's your plan? Right? If you have no plan, then you're not going to get there. So for example, I landed here in Orlando. The very first thing I did was I got my car and I typed into my Google Maps, or my app, I just typed in this hotel. Popped up, clicked on it. That is my navigation. I knew exactly how to get here because it navigated for me, right? How many of you are sitting out there saying, I want to be a gold director, and you've never laid out your plan? You have no idea what that looks like. How are you going to get there if you have no idea what that looks like? You don't know who your core four are. Do you even have four? And it's okay if you don't. Now you know that you need to go out and get four. But if you don't have a plan and you don't have that vision in front of you, that navigation, then you have nothing you're working towards, right? You're a business owner. So as you're looking and saying, I want to navigate, I would highly encourage each one of you, if you are sitting at the level under Ruby, instead of reaching that plan to gold, I would actually lay out, what does executive Ruby look like? And the reason why I say this to you is because during that journey, you're going to get 2 additional business centers if you max out those centers at silver, right? And so I want to make sure that you start to lay that foundation out now. If you have not laid out your foundation, this is your guide. It's the compensation plan. This is an opportunity for you to sit down. And for some of you, you may be sitting here thinking, Lori, the compensation plan is not my thing. Like, I'm not very strong at it. I would give myself a 4 out of 10, and that's okay, right? We're learning. We're in this business to learn. So if the compensation plan is not your strength, then what I would encourage you to do is, we have 2 amazing individuals here from Field Development. We have the Director of Canadian Field Development, Jennifer Ray, sitting right here. And we also have, we also have the Manager of U.S. Field Development, Brian Armstrong, sitting over here. These are 2 incredible individuals that you should get to know and say, help me lay out my navigation. I want to get there. I want to get to Leadership Summit. I want to be on those executive Ruby and Emerald trips. Lay out that navigation so you know what you need to do in order to get there. The other thing, you have great leadership in this room. Sit down with them and lay out your plan so that you know what you need to do. The other thing is events. Know what events you have coming up. This is also navigation. You can't just say, I'm going to go to an event, right, without planning, without preparing, booking your hotel, booking your airfare, getting your team here. And as a leader, that's the other area that you have to plug in. You have to get to those events. But you have to navigate, what does your year look like and what events are you attending? You're here at Next Level U. What I'd encourage you to do is get to a national celebration. Canada also has their national celebration on March 25th in Vancouver. So I want to encourage you, get to a national celebration, but get your team there. You have from here until March to encourage your team to get to one of these locations. We have 4 English locations. We have 3 Chinese and 2 Spanish locations here in the US, and then Canada has theirs up in Vancouver. The other thing that we have is incentives. Canada just kicked off a free BDS. The US still has a free BDS going on. These are incentives to help you increase your CVP and build your business. So the Future Leaders Incentive means that you go silver, or you are silver and you achieve silver again, and you get to come to the Future Leader Incentive in San Diego. These are guides, but what they are is they're here, here's the goal, you have to plan to get to the goal, right? The other thing we have going on right now in the US market is the Growth Circle. So from here until the end of March, we are watching the top 25 growers, and we are taking them to the Mayan Riviera down in Cancun, Mexico in May. Who doesn't want to be on that trip? I know I'll be there. Who's coming with me? Yeah. Okay, at least I know one person's going with me. Let's make sure that this is something that you set your goals towards. And of course, International Convention. Right, 25th anniversary, you have to be there. Some of you are looking at me and saying, I don't have a ticket. Well, the waiting list is going to open up. Executive Gold and above will be given the option to purchase tickets first, and then the rest of the individuals, in order of how they got on the waiting list, will get through the waiting list, and I promise you, tickets will probably be available on social media as well, so stay tuned. And the other thing that we are adding this year is a high performance summit. What this is a high performance summit is for silvers and above. You do have to qualify, and qualification periods will be coming up around convention. This will be in probably Cabo or Cancun, Mexico for those leaders. But really what it is that it's an opportunity for the leaders to come together and lay out, what does 2018 look like, and get our calendars in place. So where do you want to go? Everywhere. Well, I hope that all of you in this room, you have the opportunity to earn success on the beach. And so I hope that you'll take advantage of coming here.
I've been on probably a dozen of these trips. Now for me, the most exciting part is who from my team is here with me? And then once they experience this, they'll see just what this company, how much this company loves and appreciates who they are.
El vivir esta experiencia, no nada más de todos los detalles que te chequean desde el llegar a tu cuarto, el sentirte apapachado, que te acompañan, que te preparan fiestas hermosísimas, sino el sentir la conexión de personas. Es importantísimo que estén ahí.
But we love it. We love it. This is USANA, growing, all aspects.
这是我第5次进入了Growth 25 Yeah, I'm so excited.
All right, who's going there? All right, so we're putting a plan in place, and I'm going to walk you through this. When are the dates? All right, do you have that on your calendar? If you don't have that on your calendar, you're not going. You're not putting together your plan. I mean, let's be honest. If you're not going to go into work next week and say, I need November 8th through the 12th off because I'm going to be in the Dominican Republic, you have to plan out what your plan is, and the goal is there. So let's go through this. The growth tracker. How many of you use the growth tracker? All right, we got to get more of you using this. This is on your hub. It's under Forms. Download the growth tracker. It's also on Success on the Beach. I'm going to walk you through how to use this growth tracker. What you will want to know on this growth tracker is you need to go into your check stub reprints on your back office, so on the hub. Go into your check stub reprints. You're going to fill in last year's information, just your CVP, no bonuses, no matching bonus, no leadership bonus, none of that. Just your CVP, and then what you're going to start to do is you're going to start to fill in your CVP each week, okay? So to earn the Success on the Beach, 5,000 gets you in the door, and then you start earning points or cash towards the trip. At 16,000, you earn a deluxe junior suite. At 22,000, you earn a deluxe junior suite for 2 and airfare for 1. 28,000 CVP, deluxe junior suite for 2 and airfare for 2. 34,000, you earn the Royal Beach room and airfare for 2. That sounds pretty fantastic, doesn't it? So who knows what CVP stands for? Commission volume points. In the US market, that is equal to $1 US. So if you're paid out $200, that is $200 or 200 CVP. Okay, so you're going through this information. So as you're laying out your growth, your goal will automatically change. So I'm going to take you through an example really quickly. So your base CVP, base is from July to July. All of the details are on the hub on Success on the Beach, and you need to go in and opt in for this. So you have your base CVP. So I'm saying last year, you earned 5,000 CVP. Okay, so everybody's going to go home, they're going to lay out their growth tracker, they're going to know what their base CVP is. The next is you want to earn the deluxe junior suite. So you're going to need to earn 16,000 CVP growth in order to achieve this. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to add the 5,000 base plus the 16,000, which is going to give you 21,000 CVP. Are you all following me? Okay. So base plus the prize that you want to achieve, what that equals, and then your current CVP. So your current CVP started in July of 2016, and it's going to go to July of 2017. So that is, let's say you've earned 8,000, right? You're starting to grow, the momentum is there, so you've earned 8,000 so far this year. So what are you going to do? The goal is 21,000. You have 8,000. So you're going to take that goal, right, the base, plus the prize, minus what you've earned. Are you following me on this? Okay, so base plus the prize, what you've earned so far, and that's going to give you 13,000 CVP. Okay, how many weeks do we have left? 22 weeks left. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that goal of 13,000, we're going to divide that by the 22 weeks left, and that's going to give us an average of 590 CVP. Some of you are looking and going, well, my average is about 400 right now. That's okay. You've got to build that momentum, though, so that you might have to make that up. So you might have to hit a couple weeks that you're doing 700, right? To balance it out so that as you're growing, you may be doing 800 CVP by the time you get to the end of it, and it'll average that out. So does that make sense to everybody? So you understand how to go back, how to download the growth tracker, how to find your check stub reprints, yes? And figure out how you're going to be in the Dominican Republic with Brian and Jennifer and I, right? We definitely want all of you there, but I don't want you coming alone, right? I do not want to see you come by yourself. Come with your team. That is the best part about these events. When I go to any events, the best part to me is all of the networking that happens outside of the event. There's been so much great content and so many amazing speakers on stage here. And you're going to take that back, and you have to learn how to apply what you are learning. Create your roadmap and apply what you are learning, because we want to know, who are you bringing with you? When I first started in USANA, I started about 15 years ago. And as part of my role, I was over recognition and events. So I planned out the Fortune 25 trips, the growth trips. And the best part about this was who was there. It was the people that I sat next to at the pool and said, what are you going to do this year? What's going on with your family? What are your goals? Where do you want to be? And so I want to encourage you to each take advantage of being able to network while you have leaders here in this room and while you're looking towards and moving towards this. Get your teams together and bring your team to the Dominican Republic with you. So I appreciate each one of you and what you do every single day, right? That makes the difference. The best part about this business, though, is the people and the relationships that you meet and the individuals that you will create long life relationships with and be able to travel the world with. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a great lunch.